Geoff, new penalties were announced this week by the state government around wage theft. What does that mean for our members?
Well, David, this is a piece of legislation that was an election promise by the Victorian state government. It's got some real challenges around it. One, because this is now a crime, which means that employers can face up to 10 years jail, just under $1 million in fines, and $200,000 in fines for individuals who are found to be connected with wage theft. The challenge for VACC CEO members is that most wage theft is accidental. It's driven through an overly complicated award system and the Fair Work Act that is full of all sorts of interpretations. We're in full support of the federal government reviewing Australia's industrial relations systems, which is what they're doing now. The complication is that the federal government is also looking to build legislation around wage theft. And the problem for VACC members, and I'm alerting members to this, is technically if we've got two pieces of legislation in action, and the state one's in action and the federal one's being worked on, potentially you could be prosecuted twice for the same piece of legislation. Now, that's a concern to us, and we've communicated that concern back through our industry groups, back through into government. For employers, there's some lights that go on here. If you've got any concerns whatsoever that by accident, by design, by history, you may not be 100% confident in the wages that you're paying, call the VACC Industrial Relations line. We're here to help you. The other thing you need to be very careful about is job descriptions. Often job descriptions don't change inside the organisation, but the job role has. So a person's job role's changed, it's morphed, the hours of work may change, the type of hours of work may change, but it hasn't been reflected inside the employment contract. Be very careful about that. And again, if you've got any concerns, ring IR, VACC CIR. The new legislation in Victoria doesn't come into being until 2021, and I would assume by then the federal legislation will be ready as well. So there's time to check and there's time to act.